Hello guys, this is Brad here, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to do just a little rant style video about summer fragrance videos. Specifically like the top 10 or top 2 for summer type videos. For example, the one we did yesterday, well I wasn't in it, but the one that the fragrance community did yesterday, talking about top casual, top night out scents for the summer. And we saw a lot of great picks there. A lot of people had the same mindset and picked the same fragrances, so that kind of re-emphasized certain fragrances over some of the other ones. I thought it was a great video, and we are going to start seeing more and more reviewers do their own takes on top 10 for summer videos coming up. So I just thought I would shed some light on my thoughts on this whole idea. If you look at my channel, you will see that I've already done top 10 lists in the past for each season. And if I'm being honest with myself, not much has changed. I mean, I still think the picks that I picked before are good picks, and there's maybe a couple other fragrances that I've discovered in the meantime that I think are pretty good. Is one any better than the other? Not a whole lot. I think it all just basically boils down to, wearing it, and then basically once you wear it a few times, you kind of get used to it. It kind of gets boring, and you're ready for something else. So for me, it just seems kind of silly to keep putting out another top 10 for each season. Of course, I mean, I'm not bashing those that are doing it. This is just my personal taste. Um, and the other thing is that it's just the start of summer anyway. So how can I really put out a video saying with any certainty that this one fragrance is better than the other one? And if I do it at the end of the season, it just creates tension because then people are like, well, gee, it's fall now. How am I going to appreciate these fragrances now? So I just thought I would do this instead, just kind of rant about the whole thing. Um, Basically what I do in terms of the summer, I'll continue to test new fragrances. I'll buy a sample or a mini or just the smallest amount that I can find for the review. Then I'll wear it a few times, as much as I can before the fragrance runs out. Or if it's a lot of fragrance, then maybe I'll wear it maybe 4 or 5 times. And then I'll do my video of it. And then if I have leftover juice, I'll continue to try to wear that juice between wearings of my next video, so you can see I can quickly become overwhelmed with my own juice here. um, but really I don't think any one fragrance is much better than the next. I mean, most of the fragrances I reviewed I give about a 7. They got the citrus, you got the spices, you got the woods, and they're all pretty good for when you first try them, and then you get kind of sick of them and you want to move on. So I would recommend just trying a lot of different things, and just slowly working your knowledge up. You try to get the smallest amount that you can until you're sure you really like it, and then you can get the bigger bottle later if you really do like it. But looking at some of the picks from the fragrance community video, we saw a lot of people picking Edition Blanche, which is a great fragrance. However, I do believe it's becoming more difficult to find. You might have to actually order it online, and you might have to pay more than retail to get a bottle. And samples are going to be very hard to find. Testers and stores, I think the new Extreme Sport that came out is kind of replacing the, the shelf space for Edition Blanche. So that's kind of why you're not going to be seeing a lot of Edition Blanche bottles laying around in your local fragrance shop. And then Ventus, another great fragrance. I said it was top 10 all-time niche on my video, but it is quite it's a bit fancy smelling, and it's not really something that I would choose to wear jeans and a t-shirt. And it's pricey. Even for a Creed, it's probably among the more expensive fragrances. So you have to ask yourself, how much are you willing to pay per wearing for the fragrance. And if it's a special occasion like a wedding or whatever, yeah, you might want to go above and beyond a little bit. But I asked myself, when's the last time I was at a wedding? When's the last time I wore a suit? Not for a while. So for me, I'm mostly looking for casual stuff, just light, refreshing summer fragrances. And one pretty much, is the same as the other. Doesn't really matter. And when you look at other reviewers, really there's thousands of things out there. So any one reviewer can only focus on their specific experience with fragrances. Maybe the average reviewer in the community has tried 100 different fragrances, and from that list of 100, they pick their top 10 for summer. Okay. Well, then another reviewer, they have tried 100 different ones, and they pick the 10 that they've liked the best. And maybe you can make some sense of all of this, and maybe you can say, well, you know, 10 different reviewers, and those 10 all like these 10, so those are the 10 that I'm going to look at. So you can do that, or you can kind of just go off on your own, just continue to get little samples here and there, and just keep trying things out and see how you feel. That's kind of what I've done, and it's been a lot of fun. It's a journey for me. It's not about necessarily wearing the best fragrance every day. It's just about trying new things, making new discoveries, and just trying to film videos and letting people know what I've found out. So that's pretty much my thoughts. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you later.